So this is disturbing. Disturbing. Do you guys know who Mike Pence is?
Yeah.
What about you,
I've
Duane?
heard of him.
That's the vice president.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. As I said, man, I don't follow politics.
Right. So this,
You're the wise one.
Mike Pence's wife, Karen, she has a part-time job at a school, and she's teaching at an art school.
The vice president's wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
The school where Karen Pence is taking a part-time job has a parent agreement posted online that says their policy bans gay students and parents from the school.
How do you know a kid? How do you know a student's gay though? Is there like something you fill out?
Basically,
you find the dick in the ass. That's how you.
I mean, you just gotta hide it. You can't be open about it.
So dumb. We live in a world where, regardless of the opinions you have on same-sex marriages, same-sex relationships, whatever, regardless of all that, we live in a time where kids are getting denied education because.
Undead Unicorn, the guy that's not even American, said Mike Pence is the gay curing lightning lord of thunder and conservatism.
Damn.
You know, we're gonna have to make a meme, dude, because that's exactly it. That's fucking nail on the head.
Good.
Applause to Undead Unicorn for that one. If you Google search Mike Pence gay, okay?
Yeah.
You will see how vehemently he is against the homosexual community. It's disgusting.
Does anybody know why though?
Because he's probably
because he is that churchy.
You know what though? People that are super against it usually have tendencies of their own.
Yeah,
and
it's because they're mad at themselves.
Yeah. You know, I want to say that too, but that's like saying the KK member really wants to be black deep down inside.
They do.
I mean,
how mad are they that their dicks are small? That they're like, we're gonna hang every one of them big dick bastards. String them up in the tree by their dick.
Yes, said Undead Unicorn. Pence is a closet gay pervert. Mom said that one.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with your mom, 100%.
Mike Pence literally
he just doesn't
proposed that gay people be introduced to shock therapy to cure them of their homosexuality.
Oh man, these people. Now,
no joke. That's real shit. So on to this article. Karen Pence teaching art at a school that bans gay students and parents. It's in Washington, D.C.
And she's still working there?
Of course. Yeah.
That's
Karen Pence's office on Tuesday defended a decision by the second lady to teach art at a Christian school in Northern Virginia that bans gay students and parents.
School.
Yep.
That's why. Right. It's because it's a Christian school.
That's why they can get away with it.
They hide behind that religion.
Well, and that's one of the reasons I have such like a distaste for most organized religions is because of just the blanketed hatred that they can spew on people.
Well, they're hypocritical.
Yeah.
And it's not just Christians, it's Catholicism. It's
all of them.
It's in everywhere. But my thing is, just real quick, side note, it's not about religion, it's about relationship with whoever you deem or wherever you get your strength from. So anyway, go ahead.
The problem is these people are taking one verse and in developing their entire ideology around that one verse, not realizing who that verse was written to, who wrote it.
Right. Yeah. And in what content was it written?
God did say, the Bible does say God detests homosexuality, but who wrote those words?
He also says, doesn't it also say he hates divorce, but he still loves the divorcees?
Man, it also says you should stone your children. It also says
a few chapters
how to own slaves.
Exactly.
It says a lot of terrible
Who's
things.
he writing it to? What is the context that it's being written in at the time? People are forgetting to take all of this into the big picture. Right. They just take a few words. Jesus wept. Okay, so he was human. Big deal. Yeah. Well, Jesus wasn't an elite being because he cried once. Shut the front door. Okay, get out of here. And a few chapters away from the same line that says God detests homosexuality, man is not supposed to be eating shrimp or anything with a split hoof. I guarantee
you can't wear clothing of two different types of material.
These guys are going to their morning Bible study eating bacon.
Yes, sir.
I guarantee
eating
that.
a shrimp sandwich in their double fucking,
loving that
them churches. You think them churches in the South aren't eating crawfish etouffee and shrimp
po' boy sandwiches and shit?
Bro, come on now.
And that's my whole thing is like, at least let's be honest. If you want to cherry pick it and pull the things out that you want, more power to you. Like at least let's try to pull the good shit. Right. It's the people who act like they're all high and mighty and they're better than that, but then at the same time they don't even know the scripture, and then they're literally they're an abomination as well. Three lines away.
Part of the biggest problem is they are putting all of their faith into whoever's at their pulpit.
Yep.
And when you're doing that, you're putting all your faith into a man or a woman. But 99% of the time it's a man, because most churches don't believe a woman should be at the pulpit anymore.
It says that in the Bible. They can't teach in the church, or can't have authority in the church or whatever.
Depending on what people you're talking to and taking into
context.
I
mean, different denominations and all that stuff.
Right.
But I mean, the fact of the matter is, like, this is normalized behavior. This is completely accepted as just what we should be doing. And for me, it's like you said, why can't we have a thing where everybody, like, most of the Christians I've met, I'd say 9 out of 10, if not maybe more, 95% of all of them, have not read the Bible fully through.
Absolutely true.
And definitely haven't studied.
And if they have, they read it front to back, which is absolutely
as a story
the wrong way to read the Bible. It wasn't written like front to back.
Right.
Yeah, no. But that's why you can read it front to back, but you need to be diligent in your study, methodical with your readings, and go back.
Right. But there is
Matt says at least Scientology is the nice religion.
Bullshit. Tom Cruise is a dick.
Bro, what's her name? Leanna Remy or whatever, who left Scientology.
Oh, yes.
Tell you all about it.
Did you watch those documentaries? I watched every single one of them.
It's insane.
Partly because I have a crush on her.
Well, she's gorgeous.
Oh, I would love to be the king of queens. Let me tell you that.
But it's like that religion is one of the hands down like most, evil. Like they take people and hide them away and not let them go out and see the light of day or be part of people, run them dry of their fucking money. Scientology is a real warped, religion. I recommend yet again, like we're talking about studying, go do your research on that if you think it's a good religion, and let me know what you come out with.
And
again,
I'll be the first to let you know, I don't have enough informed information to really be making political opinions, but I definitely don't on that. Only for the simple fact that I just plain don't have the enough information on Scientology. All I know is that
Scientology is very warped. That is true. It's goofy.
It's sponsored.
It's a Ponzi scheme, really.
But I mean, Tom Cruise is a huge advocate of it, right?
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise,
it's like one of the top members.
Crazy, man. Tom Cruise is crazy, dude.
He's an asshole.
He's crazy.
Is he an asshole? I figured he's a crazy narcissist, but I didn't know if he was
definitely narcissistic. But is he? I mean, I've never met him personally, so I can't really speak on it. But he's just, when he was jumping up and down on Oprah's couch and shit, you know what I mean? It's like, this shit ain't rented.
He thinks
he thinks he makes First of all, have you ever got pussy that good? I haven't. I haven't never jumped on a couch after I got some guts, okay? So I'm hoping to find the one someday.
I think he was just jumping on the couch so he can get in front of the camera.
Yeah, no, it was an insanity
so when he
thing.
sits down, he, again, I don't have enough informed information to make an opinion, but I will say,
I'm going to tell you right now.
What's the difference between certain religions, and cults?
It's a fine line.
Very little.
It's a very fine line.
You know what I mean? Because
acceptance, pretty much.
To me, I don't really think there's much difference. I really don't. And I think it's just like when I was growing up, a lot of people are you going to church today? You going to church? Or in my adulthood, did you go to church? Or do you go to church? What church do you go to? I don't go to church because to me, church is a business. That's what it is to me.
Here's the deal.
Religion is hypocritical. When I hear the word religion, the next word that comes to my head is hypocrites. That's it, because it's about relationship with me. When I wake up, I have a great relationship with the big man upstairs. You understand? I'm glad.
Why's it got to be a man?
Name, you feel me? But I don't feel like I have to go to a building.
That's what it says in the Bible.
Do all this other stuff, I just don't feel like if you were the group of people, like-minded people, and you're having a good time, I get the communion aspect of it. I get that. But don't live by these. Don't say live by these rules, and then the person telling you that doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Or the people within the organization are judgmental. There's so many judgmental people in church.
Yeah.
So many. When they need to worry about their own lives, and I just think that it's a business. Church is a business to me, and I just get thrown off.
The definition of cult is a system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object. So, if that's the case, wouldn't all churches technically be a cult?
I agree with you, man.
And to break it down, it says a relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarded by others as strange or sinister, every single sect of a religion has their own personal beliefs, and that's where we have different religions because they interpret different pieces of the Bible differently. And everybody's religion thinks every other religion.
Though, isn't it?
Yes. But
It's funny how that works.
it's not necessarily interpretation if you really study the Bible.
That's what
Anyway.
we're saying. A lot of people don't.
There isn't room for interpretation.
But there
I mean, and
absolutely is
there
room
is
for interpretation at the highest levels. The people who are the most well-known Christian apologists is the William Lane Craigs of the world. They argue. They don't have one doctrine that they all agree on at the highest level. The most educated, well-spoken individuals in the world. So how can we say that?
I mean, on a simple level, you can't just say, "Well, I interpret it different than you," because
even on a study level, like I said, people spend their whole lives decoding the Bible and then come
on
up
a
with
study
different-
level you can. On a simple level, you cannot. You cannot. That's what I said. The average everyday churchgoer can't use that as their argument because they're not even studying the word in order to be able to interpret it left or right, one direction from the other.
Well,
They're putting all of their faith in whoever's behind the pulpit.
Oh,
telling
you're
them
just
what
talking
it is.
about the standard person
Yes.
who doesn't read the Bible. Okay,
Yes, the average
just in
everyday,
general, in general,
quote unquote Christian. The difference between every single religion, not every single, but for many, is based on one or two verses that was interpreted different, without accounting who those verses were written to or what the context was.
Right. Well, then you get into different religions like Santeria, which originally came from Africa.
I don't practice Santeria.
And then Cubans.
I don't have no crystal ball. But if I had $1 million, well, I'd spend it all.
But that's awesome. He used to do.
yes, Undead. Very, very good point.
He used to.
I want to back up a little bit.
Or whatever. But
Undead said, "I'm agnostic theist myself, but I've been brought up fully and Anglican."
Anglo-Saxon, maybe.
Jenny said, "Curious, are you familiar with Gina Miller?" Really quick, just to touch that. Gina Nadira Miller is a Guyanese and British business owner and activist who initiated the 2016 R versus Secretary of State for exiting the European Union court case against the British government over its authority to implement Brexit without approval from Parliament.
Did not.
Another one of them famous Guyanese peoples.
Guyanese in the building.
Undead said, Mom said Scientology is very warped. He is an a-hole. Talking about Tom Cruise, I assume. Undead Unicorn said, I know that Scientology has a squad called the Squirrel Busters who hunt down and harass people who have left Scientology or exposed it or whatever. Yes. Now, back to your thing about jumping on the couch. I'm going to tell you right now, if Carrie Heffernan wanted to date me, if she said, look, I like big boys, you watch King of Queens.
Deep down inside,
if Carrie Heffernan wanted me, I'd jump on a couch,
dude.
too. I'd jump on Oprah's couch. I'd jump on Trump's couch. I would jump on Jesus' couch.
You know what I would do?
I'm
on
telling
certain
Jesus.
people's couches? I'd be like,
Jesus heard me.
fuck your couch.
Jesus heard me.
Fuck your couch, Jesus.
Your couch, you can get another one.
You know
Undead said, I watched a documentary on it once. Like, you can look these Squirrel Buster a-holes up. They're a real piece of work. I agree with the D. Very flattering nickname, by the way. There's a reason. There's an inside joke, and you can go on YouTube and do some digging.
Don't do it. You don't want to do it. You don't want to go down that rabbit
We
hole.
explained the inside joke
You
on
get scarred for
an
life.
old episode of FunkShop TV. I believe there is a God, but I don't think going to church every Sunday is the way to go about respecting him. Undead, I absolutely agree with you because the Bible does say that church is a congregation of people that are talking about the Lord. Yep. So we're churching right now, believe it or not.
Yeah, where two or more are gathered in my name, I shall be there.
Yeah.
But it's about your personal relationship.
Exactly.
It's not about going to a building, getting dressed up, which they're just getting dressed up to impress other people that are getting dressed up. They're not even, because to be honest with you, the big man upstairs don't give a shit what you're wearing.
Yeah.
He already knows what you look like butt naked.
Yeah, I can worship in sweatpants the same I can worship in a suit.
Man,
Right.
damn, you know?
Now, you do have to put on clothes, though, because you can't go out in public.
My old pastor used to say, we don't care if you were a prostitute and you just got done with your last trick. Come on up in. We're here to save you, too.
But you have to obey the law of the land, and you're not supposed to walk around
and
naked.
he wasn't going to let no chick come up in there.
Just
He would've-
swinging.
Yeah,
See? Told you.
from the pulpit, just coming out with the elbow.
Undead
Like,
said,
Lord have mercy. Woo! Woo! Woo, God.
Keeping this on track is hard when you're dealing with 1.5 black people. Undead said,
That's fair.
I believe there is a God, but I don't think going to church every Sunday is a way to go about respecting him. We're talking about the Abrahamic religions, right? Which is a very good point because there's so many religions that just aren't based around the Bible that we know.
Exactly.
As
the major world religions, essentially, except for like Hinduism and stuff like that.
And he just said because Hinduism is completely different to Judaism, for example.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Which is true.
100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I mean, like, as far as like
I like this dude, man.
Yeah, no, very well.
You know, Undead Unicorn probably.
He's well educated.
He probably spends more time watching FunkShop TV than anybody else does too, and he's like our. That's what we call Buddhism as well. Absolutely,
for sure.
Duane and I may, comparatively speaking, we can be put in the light of Buddha, but that's just because we're chubby. Yeah, Western civilization. Buddhism is more of a philosophy than a religion. I agree. It is true.
That's
that is
very,
true.
very true. That's very, very true.
But there's still a fat guy at the top.
Do you guys know much about Buddha and like his story? Like,
I just know he ain't going swimming.
Abandoned his family and started traveling, and it's pretty interesting.
He's honestly, he was kind of like the Asian Joseph Smith.
Yeah,
I know he ain't. He don't swim with no shirt on. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
He don't do shit with a shirt on.
Nah, he don't give a damn. He just let it all hang out.
China is the most populous country with approximately 1.4 billion people in 2018. India is the second largest country by population with approximately 1.35 billion inhabitants in 2018.
How crazy is that when there's almost 7 billion people on this rock, bro? That's crazy.
I think we're almost up to 8 now, right?
You think so? Oh, yeah, the population.
Yeah, because they said we were supposed to go up to around 10 by like 2025.
I know Buddha didn't eat any rice, and he was complaining, so the priests were like, stop complaining. Then he reached nirvana. Well, that's where I'm not like Buddha, because I like rice, man.
Stop complaining. He's like, fuck my family, nigga. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then went on a little spirit quest.
Good morning, YouTube, or afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Good news, we're doing a weekly giveaway on our YouTube channel for Amazon gift cards. All you got to do to enter is like the video, give us a subscribe, and comment below. The more comments you give us on the weekly videos for that week, we go Monday through Sunday, the more chances you have being entered, basically. So I'm going to go through whatever the most creative content is as far as your comments go, and I'll pick a winner, and I'll send you a gift card. It's pretty simple. Free money. Who likes free money? I know I do. Subscribe. Have a good day.